this from happening. Right now, it is written into law that it is happening.
It is, and the law is the law that was suggested by President Obama's chief of staff, put in there at the insistence of the Democrats, and by the way, as you said, signed into law by President Obama. I mean, God forbid that someday our road warrior Iron Lady Megyn Kelly ends up working for Chi-Com bosses instead of Roger Ailes. Oh my goodness, we can't let that happen. Let's cut the budget. Let's rein in government spending. And by the way, as candidate Romney is suggesting, let's go make some more money. Let's drill for oil. Let's dig up coal. And let's have our leadership sit down, a real president who can work across the aisle, which Romney has a history of doing in Massachusetts, and which Obama had no history of doing in Illinois, no history of doing as a United States Senator, and zero history of doing as a president. The law said this president was supposed to write a budget. He's chosen not to do so for 3+ years. That's the problem. That's why we're heading up to these sequestration cuts. And for the president to sit there last night right in front of you and say, it wasn't me that did it, it was the Congress. Apparently, he didn't take enough law classes to understand that laws don't become laws unless the Congress passes them and the president signs them. Maybe somebody should wise up Professor Obama.
I mean, look, Leslie, we can all agree, the three of us, it was both the fault of the lawmakers who got him the bill and his fault because he signed it. You can't sign a law as the president and then just pawn off all the responsibility on somebody else, can you?
Leslie can.
No, no. Oh, come on, Lars. No, but Lars, since
Tell us why it's not his
schooling
fault.
everybody from last night to today, being from Massachusetts, you have to remember that when Mitt Romney was governor, to your point, Lars, that he worked with the Democrats, he was a liberal when he was the governor of Massachusetts. He was a liberal Republican, a left-leaning Republican, and you know what? He had to work with the Democrats because that's the only way you're going to get anything done in Massachusetts, because 87% of the legislation were Democratic. When you look at now,
so Leslie, tell me why you couldn't do it with the Congress.
When you have a minority leader that says the agenda of your party is to unseat this president, how could anybody
named that's an old line.
work with the Republicans?
Megan, let's just compare the record.
He later clarified that he meant it was his top political goal was to get
Understood.
President Obama.
Here's the thing. The president proposed a budget. Every single Democrat in the House of Representatives voted down the president's budget. Then Paul Ryan proposed a budget, and it was passed by the House of Representatives, and then good old Harry Reid sat there and said, I won't even let it have a vote. And you know why? Because he knew it probably would have to pass. I mean, at least the pressure would be there on all those Democrat senators.
Well, and on top of that, Lars, let me ask you this, Lars, because on top of that, you know, that Chinese the Chinese professor thing is getting in large measure to the debt, you know, the debt that we're under. And that came up at the last debate about, or 2 debates ago, talking about how